Mr President. Commissioner, thank you for your statement. Of course, we have long wanted here in this Parliament to discuss the whole of our relationship with Switzerland, to celebrate Swiss success in 3 successive referendums on EU issues, referendums that would scarcely have passed in many of our member states. Although not a member state, Swiss people are informed Europeans. We wanted to discuss the interesting government report on European policy last autumn, to recognise that, yes, the Swiss wish at present to pursue their own national interests outside of membership, but perhaps to counter also some misconceptions about what might be on offer here. In my view, it amounts, as you, Commissioner, have said, to building on the bilaterals, perhaps a framework agreement that simplifies the administrative load on both sides. But what I would call membership light, or some call membership light, is not on offer, and I think that is where the current difficulties over cantonal tax might stem from. Either you are a member of the European Union or you are not, and Switzerland is not, and both sides do well to recall that. Switzerland does not enjoy the benefits of membership, nor is that country subject to all of the obligations. That's the difficulty of such an atypical variable geometry. It will forever throw up problems and sources of irritation. However, they should be problems that can be solved with goodwill. Now let's take the tax issue head on. If what the Commission really wants from Switzerland, which I suspect to be the case, is to extend the Code of Conduct on business taxation, then let's talk about this. Even between member states, it's a voluntary code, and I have no doubt that there are so-called offshore taxation arrangements from a member state I know only too well that wouldn't bear close scrutiny. Yet I do not see such activity from the Commission in that direction. We need a discussion as benefits the relationship between the EU and our nearest geographic neighbour in the heart of Europe, a country providing our second largest export market and an inspiration to us and many in terms of its democratic structures and internationalism. Instead, we tell the Swiss that their cantonal tax systems are predatory. Now, that's a strong and unpleasant word. If they are indeed predatory, I would expect to see a line of obvious cases of actual harm to community trade, practical examples that could be cited and demonstrated as having this predatory effect. I have seen none of the such mentioned. Indeed, the Commission relies instead on an argument that it does not have to demonstrate, but merely show that the structures could have this effect. But there are no actual examples, and I wonder if it is because, under examination, they would not stand up against the strained argument that is put forward, an argument against a non-member state based on an old free trade agreement designed primarily to deal with the trade in goods. Let's look at it another way. Perhaps my voters in Yorkshire might wonder why I spend so much time on Switzerland. But if my northerly region of England had enjoyed over the years the level of fiscal autonomy vis-à-vis London that Swiss cantons have in their country, maybe we would not have been such a drain on EU structural funds. Switzerland, of course, contributes financially to our enlargement process with popular consent. This is a deep and a complicated relationship, a relationship that over the years I have found exasperating, frustrating, but never ever dull. We are often told to be nice to the Swiss before a referendum. We'll ask continually what we will do to them if they vote no. The answer is that the choice is always that of the Swiss people. But if they wish to work with us, they have to do it, we have to do it with them in a respectful and proper way. The best I would like to see is that one day there are Swiss ministers in the Council, a Swiss Commissioner and Swiss colleagues here with us to debate these issues, not us doing it at second remove. Thank you.